for long trips? Like, if you're on your own in your car like I am at the moment, and you got a 4 or 5 hour trip, what do you do to keep yourself alert? I'd love to hear other people's tricks, but yeah, I've got random music, hot and cold temperature, nuts and water. I used to drink a lot of energy drinks, but I found that I sort of spaced out a bit when I had energy drinks because unlike everyone else, energy drinks don't actually do anything to me, they just taste good. But what I found is, although I was awake, I was mentally just, thinking of other stuff, so which defeated the purpose because I need to concentrate on the road and not on anything else and what's happening around the road. So yeah, let me know how you get through long boring trips, and yeah, because this is a really long trip. I'm about about 2 hours into my trip, so I'm about halfway, and although I think it's going to take longer today because I keep coming right past roadworks, and yeah, as you know, roadworks make things longer. Oh, look, I'm already to the freeway. Yes! So off this back road onto a major freeway, and now because they've opened the overpass, it just takes a lot less longer. Yeah. Anyway, it's a special crossroad here, which is very dangerous. I've seen a few accidents here, so I'm going to go and I'll come back later when it's safer.